big week for Walmart Energy, with new sites open, new sites spotted under construction, and new permits found in yet another state. And as has been the theme with finding permits for Walmart Energy EV charging stations, this permit came from totally out of left field and should give excitement to yet another region in the United States. Welcome to the Arkansas E-Traveler. I'm Landon. If you have not already, I ask that you would consider subscribing to the channel. And as a YouTube viewer, I never actually believed that a subscription helps the channel. But on this side of the camera, I understand exactly what that means now. So if you're interested in tracking the Walmart Energy EV charging rollout with consistent and fresh updates, hit subscribe, and I promise it will be worth your time. Thank you. Now let's begin by looking at the newest open location in the DFW Metroplex for Walmart Energy. On Wednesday, May 14th, I received a surprise message from Spencer, known as Scott's Rule 08 on X and YouTube, that Walmart Energy had energized their site at Supercenter 1178 in Bedford, Texas. This really came as a shock to me, as several of us working in the Metroplex to monitor this rollout expected the Plano, Texas location to be the next online. Spencer has been very generous with his time in keeping tabs on sites located on the Fort Worth side of the DFW Metroplex. He was also kind enough as well to film his first charging session at the site and share some insight with me from an associate that he spoke with that day. Let's take a look at his charging experience and see how things are going in Bedford.
All right, excellent news. The Walmart Energy Station is now soft launching today, actually. So we've got the Alpi 400 units, quite a few of them. And let's see if we can charge. In the app, it still doesn't show it's available, but I was told by a Walmart Energy employee that you can actually scan the QR code and it should work. So let's give it a whirl. So now it says plug in the connector. Not in the best location, but we'll unplug here. Beefy cable. Alright, we're plugged in. Sorry there for the footage. Let's see if we start charging. Nothing yet. Okay, shows we're charging. And we're ramping up. Super full state of charge. Turn that off. We're already at 88%, so I'm not expecting great speeds, but it is working. I was also told it will be a standard 42 cents a kilowatt hour, at least initially for the rollout here in Texas. So very exciting times here at the Walmart Energy. Now open. Let's go to active sessions. Go to 8. Charging detail. Nice graph. Energy delivered. Nice. Current. Charge time. Everything you need.
Thank you so much to Spencer for thinking of us when he visited the Supercenter in Bedford and grabbing some video from opening day. Give him a follow on X and YouTube by searching for @ScottsRule08. Some observations from his charging experience. First, this is the first video I have seen firsthand from Walmart Energy showing the entire charge initiation from a NACS-enabled vehicle. As expected, it works entirely the same as it would for a CCS vehicle. As these locations enter the Alternative Fuels Data Center database, Tesla navigation should pick up on them and enable routing and preconditioning automatically. We also saw the unique cable management system of the Alpitronic Hypercharger HYC400 unit work flawlessly. It kept the beefy Amphenol cable suspended above the car and made plugging in as easy as the NACS port's design intended. It appears that vehicles with a left rear charge port have no worries about parking other than being in a spot with the correct connector. And even that has some flexibility. Third, he mentioned at the time of charging, which was Wednesday, May 14th in the mid-afternoon, you could only access the chargers via on-screen QR. By 7 p.m. the same day, this location in Bedford was fully integrated into Walmart Energy's website and the Walmart app, enabling the full complement of Walmart EV charging features that they offer. Finally, This is the first Walmart Energy EV charging location in the country to open with 6 charging units. The 6 Alpitronic HYC 400 units power 12 stalls total, with an even split of 6 CCS and 6 NACS connectors. Now, though it may be the first, it certainly will not be the last. With construction underway or completed at 13 of the 15 DFW Metroplex locations, we know so far that the locations in Plano, Dallas, and Irving will also feature 6 Alpitronic hyperchargers. And now for new construction spotted in the DFW Metroplex. On Saturday, May 10th, both Spencer and Don and Kathy from Texans stopped by Supercenter 940 and the adjacent Sam's Club 8277. They were greeted with newly installed construction fences marking the start of construction for Walmart Energy here. Without the presence of any equipment itself, Don was still able to make an intriguing observation. Let's check in on Texans and do some sleuthing.
All right, Landon, we are at Westworth Village, or Westworth, Texas Walmart. The fence is now up. There is also a Walmart to the left and a Sam's Club to the right. Construction has not started, but notice how big this fence is. It is very big, going all the way down there to all the way down there. It's it's almost half their parking lot. So there you go. This is a very big site. It's huge.
So in Westworth Village, it appears as though the area for construction is larger than we have normally seen. Now, Don was very enthusiastic in his conversation with me about how much space this fence is marking off in the parking lot. I honestly was a little skeptical that it actually meant anything, maybe a different contractor with a different way of setting up the site. But then he sent me another video from the North Richland Hills location that shares some characteristics with the Westworth Village location. Let's check out that video and see if we can connect the dots here.
We are at a Sam's Club and a Walmart in North Richland Hills, Texas. And like the last one, there is a Sam's Club. There is a Walmart. But this Walmart has it on the grocery side because on the other side are drone deliveries. So here we go. This one is for Landon. So there's a 5-time zoom for you, Landon.
Again, thanks to Don and Kathy for the first-hand views of these projects. So this video also shows a larger than usual area fenced off for construction. Don told me that it appears that this site could be preparing for more charging units than we have seen so far in the DFW Metroplex. Now that's hard to confirm since we don't have a clear understanding of intent here just yet. But here's what I can say that may provide some validity to his idea. These 2 locations are serving 2 stores each, a Supercenter and a Sam's Club. It stands to reason that because 2 stores will be served by 1 station, that station needs to be larger. We know that Walmart Energy sees EV charging as a, quote, standalone profitable business that does not have to be an amenity to shopping, but these 2 stores together have a larger gravity than they would have separately. So I think these 2 locations will have us paying close attention to see what this ends up looking like. I could see it being 12 stalls like Bedford, but I could also see it being more. What do you think? Could these locations be the largest Walmart Energy locations yet to accommodate the 2 stores? Or is that necessary if EV charging is a standalone business? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Now here's a look at the most up-to-date information that we have via maps and data tables of the DFW Metroplex rollout. And now let's talk permits. So far, we have open stations, construction, permits, or permit applications in 4 states: Arkansas, Texas, Arizona, and Florida. A small update from Florida reveals that the planned charging station in Fruit Cove, just south of Jacksonville, is progressing. At a meeting on May 7th, the Planning Commission of St. Johns County reviewed the permit application for a Walmart Energy EV charging station. They held discussions and sent some comments back to the developers. A small step, but a step nonetheless. Alejandro EV66, who you should all definitely follow on X, shared a new site with a permit application. This one is in an entirely different corner of the country, Renton, Washington. This permit application has been approved for Supercenter 2516, and we even have the first page of plans. Unfortunately, it's the second page of plans that would have the infrastructure design for the EV charging station. Also, the permit seems to be low in valuation by quite a bit. I was a little nervous about sharing this one because of that low valuation. It's entirely possible that this permit is for Walmart fleet charging. But on Friday, another permit application in the Seattle area found its way to the surface. This permit application is for Supercenter 3525 in Puyallup, Washington. This permit application offers much more specificity to help us. The permit application reads, quote, customer meeting installation of 8 EV chargers in an existing Walmart Supercenter parking lot. I reached out to a friend who has some connections to this area of the Pacific Northwest. Both Renton and Puyallup have a fairly similar build to them. Suburban with a touch of industrial and in close proximity to major interstates and highway corridors. Plus some good high school football, apparently. Does this sound familiar? It should. This could describe any of the charging locations in the DFW Metroplex or in Phoenix, including the high school football. So I think it's okay to say, with the understanding that time will reveal all and changes are certainly a part of the game, that Walmart Energy is targeting the Seattle market for an EV charging station rollout. We'll keep an eye on permit applications and see how this goes, but it looks very promising for the Pacific Northwest. Again, a massive thanks to Alejandro EV66 on X for offering his talents to find these permits and applications. If you have any interest at all in the rollout of Ayana's network, he is an incredible resource to get the latest on what's coming. I am also on X now, and you can follow me for midweek updates as Walmart Energy locations open and begin construction throughout the week. My handle is @thearchetraveler. If at any point you are interested in seeing the latest maps and data tables for Walmart Energy, head to tinyurl.com/Walmart Energy EVs, and you can see what I have at your leisure. Well, that's it for this week. It's been a big week. Thank you for watching, and happy trails.